Okay, so we've all had bad teachers, right? You know, those type of teachers that make you question, why are you a teacher? How did you even become a teacher? And how are you not fired yet? But let me tell you the time my teacher had a full mental breakdown in the middle of class. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, so I need to tell you about my teacher. We're gonna call him Bob, since I don't want to give out his, personal information. I don't even think that's legal. Anyway, so Bob was my second period English teacher. And let me just say, I use the word English in quotations because we didn't learn anything that class period. Just to give you some backstory as to the type of teacher and person this Bob was. He was a teacher that would constantly brag about his quote-unquote acting career. And I'm not exaggerating when I tell you we would spend over 30 minutes just listening to him talk about his next short movie or how he won a film festival and how he thought he was this acclaimed, credited actor, director, producer, how he thought he was this amazing person. Oh my god, he was so egotistical. He would show his short films and things that he created in class and have us do like essays or reviews on them. You know, of course we always had to praise them. If we critiqued them, we would all get a bad grade. And they were terrible. The one movie that he kept bragging about that he was in, we actually looked up as students because, we do what we do. We're curious. He was in a scene in that movie. Didn't mention that. Oh no, he just mentioned, oh, it's great. Look at me. I'm in this movie. Didn't share the role he was playing. He would constantly tell us, like, way too much of his personal life and personal information. He also talked about in detail his divorce that he was in with his wife, and I was like, I'm getting the house, I'm getting the dogs. And we're like, what? He wrote a poem about his divorce and how much his wife was, and made us annotate it. He would also constantly brag about how he hated children and how he liked to make 4-year-olds cry by walking his dog around his neighborhood and not letting kids pet them and yelling at them. I'm not kidding you. This man was just, not even this child was just insane. He was also a massive hypocrite and a complete douche. He wouldn't allow anyone to drink in the class. He wouldn't allow anyone to eat in the class. However, he could eat in the class. And when a student brought it up to him, he was like, I'm the teacher, I can make rules, you guys become a teacher, this is the rules. But I will never forget the day that he had a complete and utter mental breakdown in the classroom. I'm talking about things were flying. I'm talking about him just absolutely enraged. So we're in class like it's, every normal day. We're just talking, all that type of stuff. He liked to show videos a lot instead of teach. So he goes to turn off the lights. So there's two things you need to know for context. One, he liked to do this routine, he called it, of when he went to go turn off the lights for, a movie or a show or whatever, he would pretend he was a cat. No, I'm not kidding you. He would pretend he was a cat and he would paw at the light to try and turn it off for a good 10 seconds. And that is 10 seconds longer than anybody needs to do that. And two, he had this saying that he would always repeat in the classroom if somebody tried to be funny, is don't go back to the well. He would constantly say that, meaning don't tell the same joke twice. So he goes, does his routine to turn off the lights, pretends he's a cat, like you do. And our classmate in the back, he shouts out to Bob, don't go back to the well! And, gets a little chuckle out of the students because, haha, the irony of him always saying that, haha, comedy, that type of stuff. He was so mad when that kid said it. I don't even know how I can begin to express how red his face was with anger. It was like the Luigi death stare. So he takes a big inhale and says, you're right. He then proceeds to go over to his desk, pick up a trash can. And mind you, this isn't one of those, small trash cans that are usually by your teacher's desk. It's a real tall, regular grade trash can. And he chucks it across the room at the light. Trash is flying everywhere. Students are either laughing or freaking out and not saying anything. We don't know what's going on. We're in shock. Like, this man just threw an entire trash can across the room. And he missed the light. I'm not even sure if he hit the light, it would have turned it off. But it didn't turn off. So he goes and picks up the trash can again and starts beating the light switch with the trash can. Just over and over and over again. And it looks so stupid because he's so far away from how tall the trash can is, so he can't really see where he's aiming, so he's not turning the light switch off, and he's just going over and over, and I just lose it. Oh my god, everyone was like laughing. Some people were scared. Some people were looking at each other like, what the hell do we do? He's just assaulting this light switch for no reason. He eventually turns the lights off, and he puts the trash can down. And he looks at all the students, and how does this man recover from an episode like that? Well, he walks to the middle of the classroom, and he takes a bow. And he just goes to his seat and he plays a video and doesn't talk for the entire rest of the class, and we all just leave. And like, never brought up again. He never brings it up. None of the students, they're like too scared to bring it up. So we go to class the next day and just pretend nothing happened. But it was the most bizarre experience. And he's still teaching to this day. Like, I don't know how he has not gotten fired with all the shit that he has pulled. Well, I hope that made you laugh, or at least it was interesting. I have a lot of funny stories to tell, but this is just one that I love personally to tell because I find it absolutely hilarious. But if you want to see more of this type of content, or you don't want me to do stories, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Like and subscribe, please. That would be very appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. See you next time.
I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. It's my luck, could be all that you understand. There's nothing left to say.